You're hypermobile and your body's in pain, but you haven't done anything. Why is that? This video is for you. A lot of people wonder why they're in pain when they haven't done anything. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but the main one is there's lack of circulation to the tissues. And when tissues get lack of circulation, they become more rigid and less elastic. And a muscle that's less elastic isn't going to stretch and contract appropriately. And so what happens now is, as an example, let's say your muscles aren't used to stretching and contracting in a full range of motion for a squat. Well, if you were to go down into a squat, full range of motion, your body's probably going to experience pain because the muscles have shortened, they're dehydrated, they're not elastic, and then they're being forced into this excessive range of motion that they don't know how to handle. And so what that results in is pain at the joints because you're yanking on tight muscles that are dehydrated, that have no elasticity. Here's where it gets even more interesting, is because you start avoiding these ranges of motion because they cause pain, your body's nervous system will realize that we're not going into these ranges of motion, so it'll start protecting to keep you in those ranges of motion. So then they'll lock your muscles into that position to avoid the excessive range of motion that it thinks is unfamiliar and unsafe. So then you end up formulating into these tight muscles that don't want to give because of your central nervous system and because physiologically you're not able to yet because it causes pain. Then on top of that, because we're not working these things, we start losing proprioception. Proprioception is your awareness of where your body's at in space when you're not looking at it, which is why you might feel uncoordinated getting back into working out because you have a lot of factors going against you now. You have lack of circulation, your nervous system is protecting itself and not allowing you to open up into these ranges of motion that you need to do. And then on top of that, you're losing proprioception, so you feel uncoordinated, so it feels kind of wonky to go into the gym. These are all things that can be corrected though. How can these kinds of things be corrected? It doesn't take like a super fancy program. It takes you just learning and understanding your body and knowing things of like, okay, if I can only squat to here before I give out, well, my first goal should be squat to here. Okay, well, I lose my brace when I get to the bottom. Okay, so then you need to work on your brace. Okay, well, I have difficulty running. Okay, work on baby steps and work on developing and absorbing force. Okay, well, I can't do push-ups. Okay, start off from a high height and just work on getting the circulation, because the circulation, the proprioception, and the nervous system regulation that you get from doing these small movements of building yourself up over time gradually is going to make a difference in how you feel and how you move and how you experience moving in your body. Some people might think, well, why bother? I'm already in pain now, so what's the point? The point is that you're only going to be in more pain the longer you prolong working out and getting circulation and moving, because circulation is only going to get worse. Your nervous system's only going to get more dysregulated. Your proprioception is only going to get worse, but you can start now because it's never too late to learn. Yeah, there might be some learning pains physically, but it's better to learn now and be in pain for a little bit than be in pain for the rest of your life. I hope this video is helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. As always, thank you for the support. Have a lovely